Hello, my name is Adonis, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing what did they secretly want to tell you spread for all of my cancers out there. So, let's get after it. Okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. 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 Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards that I need to see. What do they secretly want to tell all my cancers out there? What do they secretly want to tell all of my cancers out there? Okay, here we go. Feels good. Alrighty. Ooh. Okay, so first off, they want to tell you that they have decided to assert themselves in the leadership position and kind of take control of the situation. So they're really asserting themselves here with this Emperor energy here. Okay? Why have they decided to do this? Is because they feel like you have a twin flame connection. All right? And they decided to take the lead here. All right? Now, that's all right. All right? But we do have the Page of Swords here that represents, you know, they've decided to kind of take the reins of this thing here and kind of, you know, kind of guide things in the direction that they want them to go into here. But with the Page of Swords here, that represents like either a naivete or somewhat of inexperience. I'm going to more or less go with the inexperienced part of this at this particular point here. This is kind of like, this is the first time that this person has ever felt this way about anyone. And so they don't want to let this good thing kind of slip away. So they decided to be like, you know what? I'm going to grab the bull by the horns. I'm going to assert myself here, and I'm going to make sure that I don't miss out on this great opportunity here. So they're kind of guiding things here. Now, what's helping them guiding things here is their intuition, with the High Priestess energy here. And their intuition actually is kind of is really, I'm really kind of feeling like their intuition is really on point here with this situation. All right. And also we have here is the Page of Pentacles. Now, the Page of Pentacles is all about communication. So what this person has really decided to do is they don't have a lot to say. They don't do a lot of talking, but when they do, they make it matter. Okay, so they're spending a great deal of time really thinking about the best way to come across, and that's not only with just words but also with actions as well. So this is an individual that has given a lot of time to really strategically thinking like, what's the best possible way that I can proceed with this situation and get the best possible outcome for myself. How, you know, they want to come off a certain way, they want to speak a certain way, they want you to think of them a certain way. So they're really giving a great deal of thought into how they articulate and how they handle themselves around you. Finally, here we have the King of Wands energy here. And this is an energy here representing an individual that is thinking about the bigger picture here. Okay, so this is a person, again, like I said, this person has decided to just take all their chips and put it on red. All right, and say, you know what? I'm in this thing for the long haul. And they're really thinking about all the ins and outs. And so this person doesn't come to this situation lightly. This person is really anchored in for the long haul here. So with that being said here, let's see, what are the potential pitfalls? What are potential blockages here that we're looking at here with this situation? What are the potential blockages to this particular situation? What are the potential blockages to this particular situation? What are the potential blockages here to this potential situation? All right. Some cards. Need to. That feels good. That feels good. All right. So we have the Four of Swords here, representing relaxation, contemplating, reflecting. So, again, these are all blockages here. Normally, that would be a good thing with the Four of Swords, like, you know, contemplating, reflecting. But there's such a thing as kind of overthinking a thing, okay? And that's what's really coming off here to me with this situation. There's a bit of overthinking that's being done here. Also, we got the Six of Cups energy here, okay? And so this is an energy here again, potential blockages. This is the secret admiration of someone it could either be for you or them. But there is somebody else in this spread from one of you guys past that's kind of sniffing around on the periphery, just trying to see how things play out. So there's going to be somebody that's maybe about to enter the fold at some point here. That kind of like, because right now it's just their attention is just firmly directed on you and them. But at some point there's going to be someone else that's going to come into this situation here. The other situation here is that potential blockage here is this a potentially workplace romance here. Again, now this doesn't necessarily mean that this person is from your place of work. You could have met them from your work or met them or been introduced to them from someone that you work with. It could even be like a school project or something. So at some point, there is some type of work relational situation that has happened with this individual. Again, it could have been like a volunteer thing or something. So you work with this person at some point in time in the recent past in some capacity is what I'm trying to say here. All right. Again, and that potentially could be problematic because, especially if you work with this individual, because some workplaces have very strict policies in place here about workplace relationships. In addition here, we're also talking about a situation where if you don't work with, if it's like a volunteer thing or something like that, other people kind of, being in your business and so forth and stuff like that still could cause some kind of complications. So that's something that you want to be on the lookout for. In addition here, we have the Five of Swords here, representing an individual here that's deciding to stay and fight for this particular relationship or to walk away. Now, as I've seen with them, it seems as though they're kind of locked in here. They're locked in for the long haul, like I said with the King of Wands, born visionary, looking towards the future here. But more or less this unevenness, may kind of be from your perspective, which may be like, is this relationship worth fighting for? It's worth exploring rather? Don't know. There's also an aspect of, Two of Pentacles, having having a good balance, if you will, between personal life and work life here. So there's that aspect here. And finally here we have the Eight of Pentacles here. And again, this is seen as a blockage because Eight of Pentacles are like repetitive tasks. Putting the work in to really make a thing work. Okay, so on their end, at least I see again that they're really willing to they're thinking about the future, the future plans and so forth. So they're really putting some things in play. But as far as your exact interest, you're interested, but are you interested? You're interested, but are you interested? And that's the rub here. That's the real question here. Are you as dedicated to them as they're willing to be to you? And so that's what's really the question here. And that's something that you're going to have to really think about and work out here with exactly what do you want, okay, in this relationship, potential relationship rather. So those are all the potential blockages here. So with that being said, let's see what additional information Spirit wants to give before I shut this thing down. Okay, what additional information does Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? What additional information does Spirit want to give before I shut this thing down? Here, what additional information? Okay, here we go. All right, so rediscovery. This is an opportunity, a prime opportunity actually, to rediscover those things you thought long since dormant. Okay, this is a real time to rediscover yourself. Your love of self, exactly who you are. Who are you with someone else? Does true love still exist? This is a great time to really do a lot of that exploration here, with a person that really wants to really have a long-term committed relationship with you here. There's also an opportunity here to form an alliance with this person. And that tells me that there's not only potential for a love connection here, but there's also a potential for a good workable relationship as well. So a good workplace relationship exists between you and this individual as well. It's also be a good person to partner up with on additional things as well. Not just friends, not just lovers, but also partners, work partners as well. And finally here we have reaction. Okay? So there's definitely whatever you decide to do, there's definitely going to be a reaction. Okay? There's going to be whatever much effort that you put into this, that's pretty much what you're going to get out of it. All right? So if you put a lot of the hard work and perseverance in this relationship, that is going to manifest itself, and that's going to come back at you. If you don't really put a whole lot into it, so in other words, whatever you put into this is what you're going to get out of it. All right. So there's that. So with that being said, I'm shutting this thing down now. This is a general love reading. It may not resonate with everyone, okay? But if it does resonate with you and you want to know more about this particular situation, again, the link will be below, okay? If you haven't already, please like, please share, and absolutely subscribe. Thank you guys so much for hanging in there with me. I was having some audio issues here. Some kind of way I got a virus on my computer or whatever. I'm kind of tech savvy ignorant. So with that being said, so my daughter's kind of helped me navigate through all of that. So thank you so much for sticking in there with me. Again, my name is Adonis. I love you guys, and I will absolutely see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.